So I remember that last month on Sunday I went for a walk to the park, which is 8 minutes away from my home. And on my way back, like there were officers, and I noticed that somebody has checked their
Excuse me,
computer.
I'm cutting you down, Saman. Your voice is not loud today. So
Okay,
can
I speak loud, ma'am. Is
now
it
it's
fine now?
better. Yes, now
Or-
give me 1 second, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Uh, yes, now begin.
Uh, so I remember that last month, I on Sunday I went to the park for a walk to relax. It is like 10 minutes away from my home, and on my way back, I noticed that somebody has chucked their computer outside the house. I thought that a kid a kid might have done it. Then I knocked the door. A lady came out, and I told her, "Your computer is outside." And she told me that it is broken, and they have a counselor will come and collect it. So I told her, "I'll take it away. I'll take it with me." And she was okay with it. When I just brought it home and I showed it to my husband, who is an engineer, and he's into all into the computers, and he just checked the computer and figured it out. A piece was broken, and then he ordered that piece from the Amazon, which came after a few days. And it hardly took him 30 minutes to fix it, and the computer started working like nothing happened to it. So I was so much glad that the computer is working, and I thank my husband and appreciated him for fixing it for me. But I was feeling very bad that why the lady didn't took it for repairing, and why she just threw it away. She doesn't People nowadays don't realize that how much harm they are doing to the environment by throwing things away and not repairing it. And I am glad that I picked it up, and now I'm using it for so many different things. I didn't had a computer before, or a laptop, but now I have one and I use it. I think government should make policies and should bring awareness in people that how much important it is to repair broken items and reuse them, so that it will save the environment, and it the impact on the environment will be much great
Okay,
when
okay, 2 minutes. Saman, you use the reported speech. Do you know that you
yes,
use it? Or you aren't
yes,
aware of it?
yes, ma'am, I realize it. Yes, ma'am.
And it went wrong. Okay. So avoid using it. Okay. But
Yes.
anyways, I'll tell you how it went wrong here. I'm going to play it back and just listen to your feedback.
So I remember that last month, I on Sunday I went to the park for a walk to relax. It is like 10 minutes away from my home, and on my way back, I noticed that somebody has chucked their computer outside the house. I thought that a kid a kid might have done it. Then I knocked the door. A lady came out, and I told her, "Your computer is outside," and she told me that.
I'm playing it again.
So I remember that last month, I on Sunday I went to the park for a walk to relax. It is like 10 minutes away from my home, and on my way back, I noticed that somebody has chucked their computer.
Somebody has ni had Anna. Okay? Had.
Okay, outside the house. I thought that a kid a kid might have done it. Then I knocked the door. A lady came out, and I told her, "Your computer is outside." And
I told her that her computer was outside. Okay? Because
yes,
at that time you are telling her your computer is outside. But when you're reporting it now, it has to be the indirect speech. So I
yes,
told
sorry.
her that her computer was outside. Okay?
Told me that it is broken, and they have.
She told me that it was broken. See, I told her, she told me this is all reported speech when you are telling
Yes,
us now. Okay?
yes, ma'am. A counselor will come and collect it. So I told her, "I'll take it away."
So I told her that I was taking it away. Okay? Because she didn't need it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
No, you can say I asked her if I could take it away. Okay? And she
Okay,
gladly said yes. Okay?
okay, okay, ma'am. she was okay with it. When I just brought it home and I showed it to my husband, who is an engineer and he's into all into the computers, and he just checked the computer and figured it out. The piece was broken, and then he ordered that piece from the Amazon, which came after a few days, and it hardly took him 30 minutes to fix it, and the computer started working like nothing happened to it. So I was
Like nothing had happened to it. Okay?
yes,
Nothing
ma'am.
had happened to it.
So much I was so much glad that the computer is working, and I thank my husband and appreciated him for fixing it for me. But I was feeling very bad that why the lady didn't took it for repairing, and
Why the lady hadn't taken it for repairing. Okay? Didn't took it नहीं. Did के बाद took तो वैसे भी नहीं आना. यहाँ पे
yes,
hadn't taken it for repair. Okay?
why she just throw it away. She doesn't. People nowadays don't realize that how much harm they are doing to the environment by throwing things away and not repairing it. And I am glad that
By throwing things away and not repairing them. Okay?
yes,
Things is plural. Okay?
yes, picked it up, and now I'm using it for so many different things. I didn't had a computer. I don't know.
I didn't have a computer earlier. Okay? Had नहीं. Didn't had नहीं आना. Saman,
Okay,
everything is fine. I'm telling you honestly, the way you spoke, even with the mistakes, it will go a 7. But, without these mistakes, you'll definitely get 7.5 or 8. Okay?
yes,
So,
ma'am.
yes. So, just look into these. Don't try to avoid bringing in the reported speech.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
Uh, you can just avoid that. Don't need to bring situations when you say something to the other person and he says something to you.
What should I have made the story then in this case? Like
So, you can say that they had just kept it outside, and it's common for people to keep things they don't need outside their house so that anybody who needs it takes it away.
yes,
So
ma'am.
I just picked it up and brought it home.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
it is common there. I have
Yes,
been,
ma'am.
it is
Common.
very common there. Okay.
Yes,
It's very,
yes, ma'am.
my daughter was shifting. She didn't need a sofa set, which she had been using for the last 2, 3 years. So we just took it out and kept it outside there. And next morning it was gone.
Yes,
Somebody
ma'am.
must needed it and taken it. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's like that. It's very common there. You have to give money to pick things up. यहाँ पे
Yes,
के पैसे
it is.
मिलते हैं,
Yeah,
वहां रद्दी उठाने के पैसे देने पड़ते हैं. ले जाओ भाई.
yeah,
हाँ हाँ है ना.
because it's illegal to put the refuse on the request rate.
Yes, it is illegal or whatever वो कॉलोनी के अंदर वो रखते हैं लोग, and anybody who needs it takes it away.
Yeah,
अपने घर के बाहर वहां रखा. Everybody knows that इनके लिए it's not needed, and anybody is welcome to pick it up and take it away. Okay. And then
Yes, ma'am.
people don't mind, that is their way. And she didn't take any article of furniture, but she was able to sell some. What she wasn't able to sell, she just put it there and moved. That is how things go there. Okay.
Ma'am.
All right. So next, uh, I could see Shubham. Shubham, you also select your cue card. Okay. You'll get a chance to speak. Harjeet, you would like to go now?
yes, ma'am.
All right. Start.
So I'm speaking number 9. Describe a time when you used the map.
Yes.
So 4 years ago, I came to Australia as an international student. Coming to new country sometimes make you feel confused about a lot of things at time. So when I was new here, I joined a work as a pizza delivery guy at Domino's. So I still remember on my first delivery when I took the delivery along with me getting for getting delivered. So I just took the pizza boxes and just starting delivery. But on my way to destination, I just realized that I don't know the how to um, find the way to my destination. So I thought I can just ask someone on the road like we do in India. But unfortunately, I was not able to find anyone on the road. There was no one to ask the way or get some suggestion. So I tried to call my friend, but no one's picking up. I tried to call my store manager, but he was busy in the store. So at that time, I was not. I never used the GPS before, what we call digital map. But after coming to Australia at that time, so it was the first time I used Google Map to navigate myself to the destination.
All right. So that is it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Harjeet, it is 1 minute 17 seconds. Okay.
Oh,
And
yes,
you'll
ma'am.
need to, you know what you have to do. You'll get this file once you register. You'll get this file. Go through all the cue cards, time yourself and speak. Okay, time yourself
Okay,
and
ma'am.
speak, and try to go 2 minutes, and it is not difficult. You can say, you can just go on. After that, I've used Google Maps so many times, and this has become a common thing. Whenever we have to go anywhere, we just ask the person for the location, and then we fill it in the Google Maps, and then we move. Because if you take one wrong turn, or if you miss one exit, it means another half an hour or 1 hour lost. You can say like
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
It is exactly like that in the foreign countries, right? If you miss an exit, half an hour or 1 hour gone.
Yeah, it's just on the like freeway or expressway. If you miss exit, you will take 30 minutes extra.
Yes, so it takes extra time, we have faced
Yeah.
such situations when we were there. And
Uh,
so you can say that, okay? And then
okay,
go
yes,
on
ma'am.
to say that, it's not at all, nobody asks the way on air to anyone on the way there. And so it happens like that, okay?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
my sister and my brother, and they were moving from I don't know which province to which province, and my brother-in-law, he hired that truck, and he said, I'll be in the truck and you bring the car, piche saath saath hi rehna. And she somehow lost the track, and got lost. And yeah, it is a very old, way back. I'm talking of the year in the early 90s. Google Maps was
Paper maps.
है
उस टाइम में पेपर मैप्स होते थे ना, तो पेपर मैप होते थे
पेपर मैप्स भी नहीं थे उसके पास, कुछ भी नहीं था, and she lost the way. And then there was one area, and she got out of the car and started crying aloud. And there were some people there. They came, oh, it happens, it happens, don't worry, don't worry. And she called her husband. He says, where are you? She didn't know what to say where she was, because she didn't know where she was. So she asked them that, please talk to my husband and tell him where I am, so that he can come here. So then they consoled her and said, don't cry, don't cry, it's okay. So anyways, so these things happen, and maps are now, they have become so common. Even here, we have to go anywhere, we switch it on. It's better to not to waste time, switch on the map and go along according to what the map says. Okay. Uh, all right, I'm playing it back, whatever you spoke, to tell you whatever errors you made there. And please time yourself and go 2 minutes for every cue card. Okay?
Okay, yes. I'm speaking number 9. Describe a time when you used the map.
Yes.
So 4 years ago, I came to Australia as an international student. Coming to new country sometimes make you feel confused about a lot of things at time. So when I was new here, I joined a work as a pizza delivery guy at Domino's. So I still remember on my first delivery when I took the delivery along with me for getting delivered. So I just took the pizza boxes and just starting delivery. But on my way,
Harjeet, it is not pizza. What is the pronunciation? Anybody?
Pizza.
pizza.
Pizza. Okay. First T is the, and second T is pizza. Okay.
Yes, pizza.
Always. Whenever there are two Z's, it is the sir. Okay.
Okay, pizza. Destination. I just realized that I don't know how to find the way to my destination.
So I just realized that I didn't know the way to my destination. Okay. I didn't know to find the way to my destination.
Thought I can just ask someone on the road, like
I thought I could just ask someone on the road, as we do in India. Could. Okay. Not can.
India. But unfortunately, I was not able to find anyone on the road. There was no one to ask the way or get some suggestion. So I tried to call my friend, but no one's picking up. I tried to call my store manager, but he was busy. So
I tried to call my friend, but no one picked up. You are talking in the past now. Okay. I tried to call the store manager. He also didn't pick up.
Yes, ma'am. So at that time, I was not, I never used the GPS before.
So I had never used the GPS before. Okay. I had never used
digital map. But after coming to Australia at that time, so it was the first time I used a Google Map to navigate myself to the destination.
Okay. So you can say I reached there well in time. And I was very happy that I had done something which I hadn't done before, and I had done it well. And then, then I realized that one should always be at, aware of the latest technology and the latest things that are going on. Like that, you could have taken more time. Okay. After that, it has become a habit. Whenever I had to go anywhere, it became a habit. Whenever I had to go anywhere for delivering the pizza, I would always put on the location, and then I never got lost. Okay, like
Okay,
that.
thank you.
All right, who is next? Vikrant, would you like to go now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Yes, ma'am.
start.
Okay, generally nowadays, map are being used by everyone because it is very helpful to locate the way where the person is going on. And nowadays there are a lot of functions in Google Map, like people can also selected the toll road as well as the village roads. Uh, I'm going I'm going to um, tell the time which whichever used map, that was we were going on Nubra Valley to Leh Ladakh. So we just put a location on Alpine Huts that was located in Pegongso Lake. So that was very good trip, and we just put a location to the Alpine Huts, and the way of that is very beautiful, and sometimes very beautiful, and most of the time uh, the Google Map shows the road, but when we reached the place, there was no road. We just off-roading on the mountains, and that was very good trip. And moreover, I also use maps whenever I visited to a new place, and whenever I want to go to a new locations. That's it.
All right. So you also couldn't speak for more than 1.5 minutes, but that's fine, Vikrant. These things happen. Now you know where you are lagging, and you must time yourself and practice all the cue cards by yourself. Take
Okay,
your,
ma'am.
I mean, just time yourself that you can speak for 2 minutes at least. That will be the first hurdle crossed. After that, you can get somebody to correct your cue cards also. But the first hurdle is speaking for 2 minutes. Okay, that you must all practice well. Okay, that you can speak.
Okay,
All
ma'am.
right. So now I'll just play it back and tell you what all mistakes you did.
Okay, generally nowadays, map are being used by everyone.
See, map are being used. You should say maps. Okay, use the plurals.
Because it is very helpful
Because these are very helpful. Okay.
to locate the way where we
Had you
where the person.
said GPS, or digital maps are being used. Okay, using the digital maps is very helpful. Then you can say it is very
Yes,
helpful.
ma'am. Is going on, and nowadays there are a lot of functions in Google Map, like people can also selected the toll road as well as the village road.
People can also selected नहीं हो सकता. Can is a modal verb. After modal verbs, you don't use the second form. You always use the first form. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to uh, tell the time which whichever used map, that was we were going
I am going to talk about a time when I use the Google map. Okay. When, not which.
on Nubra Valley to Leh Ladakh. So we just put a location on Alpine Huts that was located in Pegongso Lake. So that was very good trip, and we just put a location to the Alpine Huts, and the way of that is very beautiful, and sometimes very beautiful, and most of the time uh, the Google Map shows the road, but when we reached the place, there was no road. We just off-roading on the mountains, and that was very good.
We just what? What word did you use? We just
Ma'am, like there was no
on the
road.
mountains. What is that word in between? I
Ma'am,
couldn't get it. You know, your articulation should be good. Whatever word you speak, I'll just play it back and tell me what you spoke. Okay.
map shows the road, but when we reached the place, there was no road. We just off-roading on the mountains.
Off-roading what?
Ma'am, like there was no road and we just go through the mountains like
We just
off-road.
went through the
मतलब
mountains. देखो, see, speak the word
मतलब
which you know
मैम
other person
ये
can
कहना
understand. Okay.
मैं मतलब ये कहना चाहता ਸੀ ਕਿ मतलब ਉੱਥੇ ਸੜਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਖਰਾਬ ਰਸਤਾ ਸੀ ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਗੱਡੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਆਫ ਰੋਡ ਹੀ ਗਈ ਇੱਕ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ
But
ਮਾਊਂਟੇन्स ਤੋਂ ਥੱਲੇ
Google took you there, na? Google took you to the destination.
यस मैम
So you can say the roads were very, you know, you can say tortuous. You know, going up and down hilly areas, mein roads aisi hoti, but still the Google Maps did not betray you and took you right or exactly on the place you had to go, and it was like worth it using the map because otherwise we might have got lost um, because the mountain areas it's a very tricky path and you cannot sometimes go back also, you know, turn back also like that. You could have said anything. Okay, gone on.
okay and that was very good trip and moreover I also use maps whenever I visited to a new
This was the mistake I was waiting for. Visited to, visit, visited, reached. इनके बाद preposition नहीं आती है. No to after them. Okay. Whenever we visit any new place, we've made it a habit to put on the Google Maps. Okay, put our destination on the Google Maps so that we don't face any problem. All right, like that you can say.
new place and new whenever I want to go to a new locations. That's it.
All right. All right. Chalo. Who is next? I'm not giving you bad scores because you know there's no fun. You didn't go full time also. So next time when you speak in the class, just practice well so that I can see the difference. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
ma'am.
Lakshmi, your turn. Which one?
Yes, ma'am. 7-1. Describe an interesting conversation you had with a very old person.
Okay.
Okay.
Start.
I had an interesting talk with a old lady on last week. When I was walking at the park, I saw a lady. She was sitting alone. Then I went to near her and I sat beside her because I want to talk with her. After sitting, I started talking with her. She spoke with me very nicely. She shared her feelings with me. She was a yoga, she was a coach in a yoga center. She shared her knowledge with me. I spoke with her 1 hour. It was very useful for me. I got idea how to take care of health. I come to know that yoga is very useful for us. By doing yoga, we feel stress free and not yoga yoga help us to free from physically and mentally both. Mm. She advised me to do yoga in morning time that mm, it is very useful in morning time for our health. She gave tips how to take care of skin. So on that day I got very useful tips and knowledge from her. So it was a very interesting day for me when I was talking with her.
All right. That's it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So Lakshmi, you also have to time yourself, practice well so that you can go full 2 minutes. Okay. That's needed.
Okay. I had I had an interesting talk with a old lady.
See, a interesting talk is wrong. Interesting word starts with an I. So whenever any word starts with a vowel, you know what are vowels? A, E, I,
Yes,
O, U. Yes, okay?
Yeah.
Whenever any, it is Anne. See, you knew it, है ना? Anne interesting.
Yes.
last week when
On,
I was
on last week, on is an extra preposition you are using. Just say last week. I had an interesting conversation with an old lady last week. Okay?
at the park, I saw a lady. She was sitting alone. Then I went to near her and I sat beside her.
I saw a lady who was sitting alone, not she was sitting alone. Okay? I saw a lady who was sitting alone.
Because I want to talk with her.
Because I wanted to talk with her. Okay? With her is also correct, but to her is better. I wanted to talk to her. Okay?
After sitting, I started talking with her. She spoke with me very nicely. She said
After sitting, I started talking to her. Okay?
her feelings with me. She was a she was a coach in a yoga center.
She was a coach, nahi? Acha, she was a coach. She was still, okay, she was a coach. She is a coach because she is still a coach, right?
No, before she means before. Now not.
So she had worked as a coach in a yoga center. Okay? When she was.
Okay. Okay.
She shared her knowledge with me. I spoke with her 1 hour. It was very useful for me. I got idea how to take care of health. I come to know that yoga is very useful
I came to know, not come to know. Okay? Came to know.
for us.
Okay.
By doing yoga, we feel stress free, and yoga, not yoga, yoga help us to free from
Yoga helps us to be free from. Okay?
physically and
Okay.
mentally both.
Yoga helps us to be free from physically and mentally. फिर wrong हो गया ना? Free from physical and mental stress. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
She advised me to do yoga in morning time. That it is very useful in morning time for our health. She gave tips how to take care of skin. So on that day, I got very useful tips and knowledge from her. So it was a very interesting day for me when I was talking with her.
So you can say she told me that yoga was for the mind, body, and soul. She did some asanas. She was in her late 80s. You didn't describe the old lady. You can say she was in her late 80s. She showed me some asanas. She did some asanas there in the park. She showed me those asanas. I was really very happy to see the agility in her body, the flexibility in her body, because she was very regular with her yoga. So she's still at that age. She was doing very well. Okay. So that really has
Okay.
inspired me. And ever since that, I have started doing yoga every day. And I've realized that I have become a better and more organized person. Yoga, I've realized, is for the mind, both body and soul. You say earlier, I used to think that yoga should be done only early morning, but that lady told me, you have said, na, morning time, you can change it. So
Yes, yes.
earlier, I thought yoga needs to be
Okay.
done only early morning, but she told me that there is no time for doing yoga and I can do it any time of the day. Okay. And
Okay.
I can snatch time from my busy schedule and do yoga in bits and pieces. Okay. It is not important that I do yoga 1 hour at a stretch or half an hour at a stretch. I can do it for 5 minutes in 5 times in a day, and it would be 25 minutes of yoga total. Okay. Like that, you can add anything. Who is going to check whether what you are saying is right or wrong? But you didn't go 2 minutes, so I'm giving you ideas. You can describe any asanas.
Okay.
Say you can describe. You can say I have started practicing the cobra pose and and the dog pose
Anulom Vilom.
and the child pose and the triangle pose and the mountain pose and whatever. I know the names in Hindi, but in English. Okay. Tree pose. This is Vrikshasana, tree pose. And I've started doing all these. Then you'll not run short of ideas. Okay. All right. Next is Prashanthan. Ready? Rima, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Can I,
Okay,
ma'am?
Shanthan, yes, start.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have gone through so many hard periods in my time. If I want to describe about a specific period I went through and overcome it, I would say none other than during my campus university period, I went to university period. Yes. When I was studying in my school, I was a good student and I was able to get good results in my A-level examination, and I selected for the one of best university in Sri Lanka. Since once I entered to the university, I started to faced some struggle because of language. Yes, the university, the bachelor course entirely designed for medium of instruction was in English. Uh, until that, I didn't expose myself into the English environment. I completely studied my A level in Tamil medium. Once I entered to the university, I have to went through the old lectures in English, and I have to do the exam in English. So that was a very difficult time to me, and uh, uh, first 1 year, first year and second year, it's really hard me to understand the syllabus and pass the exam. I just only passed two module only. There were around 20 module. I just only passed two modules. That was make me so depressed, and I uh, go through couldn't go through the my university's uh, curriculum. Then I meet my mentor and I explained everything, and he gives some guidelines and some tips. I followed all
All right.
tips.
Prashanthan,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yes.
Okay, why are you nervous? Tell me that. Okay, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be nervous at all. Okay, you ran, you went on, and you could even speak another 2 minutes if I hadn't stopped you, right?
Right.
So you're not running short of ideas. First good thing. Okay. Second, after every sentence, you can give a natural pause. You will not have to speak so much. Okay. In the 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. You could make yourself very well clear. You did some grammatical errors, but that's all right. You know, I'm giving feedback ever since now. You've seen other students also making grammatical errors. Yet I've told them that they will reach a 7. Definitely. Well, all right. So be relaxed. Number one. Okay. Give
Okay.
natural pauses. Okay.
Okay.
You were in a hurry to speak so much, so much, so much. No, not like that. Okay. That
Okay.
doesn't help. All right. I'll just
Okay.
play it back and tell you whatever mistakes you did. But you must speak calmly and with confidence. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I have gone through so many hard periods in my time. If I want to describe,
See, you should say, I have gone through many difficult phases in my life. Okay. I have gone through many difficult phases in my life, but here I would like to talk about a time. Okay.
okay. About a specific period I went through and overcome it, I would say none other than
I went through and overcame it, not come it. Okay. I went through past tense and overcame it past tense, right? None other than is wrong pronunciation. None other than, not none other than. None other than. N-U-N none. N-O-N-E none hai wo, but N-U-N ki same pronunciation. Okay. None other than. Do you understand Hindi? Little bit.
yes. Yes.
All right. None other than. Okay. Tamil is a very nice language. You know Tamil, right?
Yes, I am a Tamil.
Yeah, my physiotherapist here is a Tamilian. He's from Tamil Nadu. Durga Pratap. Okay, Ganesh.
In my campus university period, I went to university period. Yes. When I was studying in my school, I was a good student, and I was able to get good results in my A-level examination, and I selected for the one of best university in Sri Lanka. Since once I entered to the university, entered to the university, I start to face.
When I entered the university, I started facing problems. Okay, because that university was teaching everything in English medium, and I was from a Tamil medium background. Okay.
Started because of language. Yes, the university, the bachelor course entirely designed for medium of instruction was in English. Until that, I didn't expose myself into the English environment.
Until that time, I had not been exposed to English environment. Okay.
Okay. So I completely studied my A level in Tamil medium. Once I entered to the university, I have to.
Once I entered the university, no two after that. Okay, entered the university. Once I entered the university. Okay?
I have to went through the whole lectures in English.
I had to go through, not have to go through. Had to go through. Okay.
And I have to do the exam in English. So that was a very difficult time to me. And first year and second year, it's really hard me to understand the syllabus and pass the exam.
So in the first and second year, it was really hard for me to understand the syllabus. Okay. And out of 20 modules, I could only clear 2. May cut it short. You have many ideas. You can cut it short. Okay.
I just only passed 2 module only. There were around 20 module. I just only passed 2 modules. That was make me so depressed, and
that was make me is wrong. That made me very depressed. Okay.
Couldn't couldn't go through my university's curriculum. Then I met my mentor and I explained everything.
Then I met my mentor and I explained him. Okay.
He gave some guidelines and some tips.
He gave me guidelines. Everything is in the past tense, Prashanthan. Okay. Now here, you know what I'll tell you. What story you can make up. I mean, the story you can make up is that in the first sem, I could only pass 2 modules out of 6. Don't speak 20. Okay. So I got a supply in the 4 sems, 4 modules. And in the second sem, I cleared all the 6 modules of that sem and the 4 modules of supplementary. And that was a difficult time, which I did well, which I passed well. Okay. Cut it short. Okay. You can say I worked hard. My mentor guided me that it was nothing. If I worked hard, I would be able to do. And then I had faith in myself. I worked hard and I found that I started understanding English very nicely, and I started, doing my tests also very nicely. So I conquered that phase, difficult phase, very, very nicely. You can say that. All right.
Okay.
You can make up a story that you cleared all the second sem completely, along with the supplementaries of the last sem also. Okay. All right. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. All right. Now it is turn of Rima. You've spoken,
Yes,
Rima?
ma'am.
All right.
No, ma'am, I haven't yet.
All right. Start.
Okay. Every
Yes, go on.
relaxation is quite important for everyone. Many people do different kinds of activity to get themselves relaxed. Um, there are certain people who like to go to temples, especially aged people, because they find calm and peace over there. Whereas youngsters mainly prefer to go to the gym or to the discotheques to pent up their energy. Well, I prefer to go to the park whenever time permits. I always plan to go to the parks with my kids and my husband, because it's not only me that need relaxation, but I feel that they also need some change from the routine. Whenever we plan to go to the park, we always try to get some food from the home, and we make it like a small picnic for all of us, so we can enjoy our food there. There is a
wonderful lake there, and there are many ducks, so my kids really enjoy there. And whenever we go there, we always try to buy some breads from the outside so we can feed them. My kids really enjoy it, and they feel so much relaxed and feel fresh after visiting the garden. Talking about myself, I feel quite close to the nature, as it is a quite fresh air, sunny weather, clear sky. So it really gets me energy. It gives me so much energy for the next days, because as I am a mother of two kids and doing all things on my own
All
without
right.
any domestic help, it is not that much easy for me, and my kids always keep me on my toes. So I think it is
All
much
right, all
needed for
right. 2
me.
minutes, 2 minutes. Rima, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
You could go on for 2 minutes. Okay? You'll do
Okay,
well
ma'am.
in the exam. You're trying to, put on a certain, I think 5-10% accent. I found that you're trying to put it up. There is no need to do that.
Actually, ma'am, sorry to say, but I never do that. But maybe it's just influence because I'm living over here 4 5 years, and वो उन लोगों को सुनते हैं ना, तो वो automatically आ जाता है, मैम. Sorry.
नहीं नहीं वो ना natural अपना बोलो when you speak. You spoke to me today on phone.
Yes,
Rima,
मैम. लेकिन जब वो नेटिव बोलते हैं ना,
there was
तब वो ऐसा नहीं
no
लगता है.
accent.
लेकिन
There
जब
was no
इंग्लिश
accent
बोलते हैं
in
ना, तो
that.
उनको सुनते हैं ना, तो थोड़ा
नहीं,
पता
but
नहीं इन्फ्लुएंस आ
but
जाता है.
at that time there was no accent. Why now? Okay?
I don't know. Okay, I'll try.
Don't do anything. Don't try. Just be your natural self. Okay?
Yeah. Okay,
It
ma'am.
looks
Sure.
artificial. It doesn't look natural. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Every Yes, go on.
Relaxation is quite important for everyone. Many people do different kinds of activities to get themselves
Okay.
relaxed.
Many people do different kinds of activities.
Hmm.
Different is always followed by plural. Okay?
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. There are certain people who like to go to temples, especially aged people, because they find calm and peace over there. Whereas youngsters mainly prefer to go to the gym or to the discotheques to pent up their energy.
To pent up their energy, nahi, to release their pent up energy. Energy, pent up energy means energy का पहाड़ बना हुआ है उनके अंदर. Pent up
Oh,
है,
sorry.
okay?
Yes,
To
ma'am.
release their pent up energy, okay?
To release their pent up energy. Okay, ma'am. Go to the park whenever time permits. I
Okay,
always
Reema, in future when you really want to go to relax in a park, don't take your husband and children with you. Otherwise, there'll be no relaxation. All right.
ma'am, there is another reason, because there is no one to take care of my kids, so I have to take them with me.
Yeah,
And husband को इसके लिए लेके जाती हूँ क्योंकि वो बच्चों को देख सके, तो मैं बेंच पे बैठ सकूं.
all right. So you can say I go with my husband and children. My husband looks after the children, and I sit in one corner of the park and I just enjoy the you know
Yes, definitely. I can add that thing. Okay,
yes, you can enjoy that.
my husband take care of my
Oh,
kids
you
and
can say
play
I
with
leave
them,
my
and
children
I
and
just
husband at
looking them.
home. No, you say I leave my children and husband at home. He looks after them while I'm gone, and I go there and that is my time. Okay, you can say that is my time. Okay, when there's
Okay,
no
okay, ma'am. And to go to the parks with my kids and my husband, because it's not only me that need relaxation, but I feel that they also need some change from the routine. Whenever we plan to go to the park, we always try to get some food from the home, and we make it like a small picnic for all of us, so we can enjoy our food there. There is a wonderful lake there, and there are many ducks, so my kids really enjoy there. And whenever we go there, we always try to buy some breads from the outside so we can feed them. My kids really enjoy it, and they feel so much relaxed and feel fresh after visiting the garden. Talking about myself, I feel quite close to the nature, as it is a quite fresh air, sunny weather, clear sky. So it really gets me energy. It gives me so much energy for the next days, because as I
For
am
the
a mother
next
of
day,
two
not
kids and
days.
doing all things on my
All
own, ma'am, any domestic
all
help.
right.
It is not that much easy for me, and my kids always keep me on my toes. So I
All
think it
right.
is
All
much
right. All
needed.
right. So where are you, Rima? Where exactly are you?
Oh, in UK, ma'am.
UK. Okay. Saman is also there. Saman, you're also there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ,
Yes, ma'am. I am also there.
आप do you know each other कि नहीं अभी
Yes,
जान
I met her a few days ago, and I got to know that she lives in Scotland. I live in Hereford, near Birmingham.
okay near Birmingham. Okay, my niece is in near Birmingham. I don't know exactly her address. Okay, all right. Next we have Sumit. Would you like to speak? Shubham, would you like to speak?
Ma'am, can you please give me some tentative band score if possible?
Rima, it's not less than 7. You spoke very well. Don't put on the accent over there. Be your natural self. Okay?
Okay,
You
sure.
spoke
I'll
well.
keep that in mind.
Yeah. And when is
Thank you,
your
ma'am.
speaking? Which date?
Sorry, ma'am.
When is your speaking? LRW is on
Same day,
27.
ma'am. यहाँ पे
Same
same
day.
date ही ये लोग देते हैं, 27.
Okay. Computer delivered test?
Oh no, ma'am. I'm taking a PBT.
Okay. Then do share your questions in detail after your exam. I really
Definitely,
need
ma'am.
the graph you get. I really need the essay you get. Verbatim recall, exact. Okay. Try to,
Yes, ma'am.
put it to your memory nicely and so that you can reproduce it. Okay, Saman, that goes for you too. When is your exam?
I'm same on 27th.
All right, you're both okay.
Well, so even I am also looking for that we both are in UK same date, but she is in England and I am in Scotland. So I am also looking forward to that whether we are getting the same questions or different.
If both of you have a pen and paper base, the questions will be same. It is on the time zone. You'll get the same questions. So you can mix and match if you don't remember any figure in
Data
the
or
math.
question or something.
Yes. Okay. Reading
Okay.
answers you can also discuss with each other. Whatever.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Listening, reading. You'll get it. You'll get the same. Okay. Both are academic
Okay.
students. Both are there in the same time zone. You'll get the same question paper. Is the time slot also same?
I think almost it is same.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. 9 to 12 मेरा exam है.
हाँ उनका भी सेम ही होगा सेम है ना
Yeah. Yes, I'm same 9 to 12. Yeah.
इतने बच्चे ही नहीं है वहाँ आइल्स देने वाले इंडिया ही भरा पड़ा है एक ही दिन में दो स्लॉट्स हैं
नहीं मैम, यहाँ पे काफी सारे होते हैं, हम लोग हर बार जाते हैं सेंटर में.
भरा होता है सेंटर
हाँ
हाँ
मैम, from all over the world, Chinese, Korean, African, everyone.
okay
Indian.
so colorful centers right
Yes, ma'am.
okay Sumit Punj are you Sumit Punj
Ma'am, I wanted
Yes,
to.
ma'am. Yes,
are
yes.
you would like to speak
Not really because I'm just waking up.
it doesn't matter go ahead pick a cue card okay pick anyone Shubham your turn
Maybe next time.
okay Shubham your turn Shubham you are there I know
Ma'am, should I ask you one question?
yes ask me too
There is this cue card, describe an adventure you would like to go on. So
Uh,
can I just about that I went for a flight in the aircraft for 30 minutes. Does it count as an adventure?
yes, everything you can make it sound like an adventure, but it has to be in the future tense. Don't say I went. Say my friend went and she's told me all about it, and I would like to go for that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? She told me all about her adventure and the way she did paragliding and whatever you want to say in that. Okay?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can say that. Every
Okay,
every trip is an adventure. Okay?
okay,
We,
ma'am.
I tell
Yeah.
you, when you are out of your home, it's like an adventure. Okay, you are in new place, you are doing new things, you face new situations. You can make it sound like an adventure when you speak about it. Okay,
Yes. Okay, ma'am.
so we were there on 5th July 2-3 years back. Um, in Washington, D.C. It is their Independence Day. There are fireworks. and 4th July, I think 4th July. And we were there, and on the way back, there was so much crowd over there. We didn't get any bus, we didn't get any cab. We had to walk around 8-9 miles back to our hotel. It was like an adventure. So everything is an adventure there, okay? When
Yes,
you
ma'am.
go out of the home. So make it sound like an adventure, something.
All right.
So we kept walking that whenever we get a cab, we'll jump into the cab, we'll like take a cab, but we didn't get one. Everything was
Yes.
so full that day.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it was nice. We walked and walked and walked and walked and walked. It took us around 2.5, 3 hours walk, but then we reached our hotel finally. Okay, that
Yes,
is it.
ma'am.
Hello. All right. Shubham is also not ready. Sumit is also not ready. So all right. I'll anybody who's left who would like to speak? Pavan? Pavan Sani, I can see. Would you like to speak? All right. All right then.
Ma'am, can I try again?
Yes, yes, Rima, your exam is near. If you want to take another go, you can try. Which one would you
Yes,
like?
ma'am. Please, you give me any cue card. So I just want to take any
Talk
random
about
one.
an unusual holiday you had. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
All
I
right.
vividly remember 4 years back, we have planned our holiday in India. That was my first holiday with my husband. That time, it was just after the marriage, our second holiday. So I haven't prepared myself for anything. That time, I remember that my husband planned everything because he wanted to give me a surprise. That time, he planned a visit for Goa. That was the first time for me that I'm going to visit Goa. Initially, I was in a dilemma that whether I should wear traditional wear or Western because we were going with our other relatives and they are very close. So I was just confused. And the most unusual thing for me was that they were a little bit conservative, so I was just not fully enjoyed my holiday as I wanted to. Secondly, I am a non-vegetarian, but they all are vegetarian, and they also like to eat vegetarian food, and they are quite judgmental. So they made me feel quite uncomfortable because the Goa is the place where you find the delicious seafood, but I couldn't enjoy at all. So it was a holiday for fun and enjoyment, but it turned completely for me just like restriction, completely under restriction, so I couldn't enjoy it at all. However, as they were quite close to me, I couldn't say anything, and I had to express that yes, I'm enjoying a lot. But that was not the case, and it was not for like piece of cake for me, because I'm a kind of person that if I don't enjoy anything, I
All right.
can't just
2 minutes, 2 minutes. It didn't look much like an unusual holiday, Rima. Unusual holiday, you can say that normally we go on a holiday and we, um, do some shopping, stay in a resort and enjoy that resort. But in this holiday, I did all that I couldn't do earlier. I did paragliding, I did this. It was unusual for me. I'd never been on such a holiday. आप ऐसे बोल दो इतनी वो story मत बनाओ conservative वाली और उसकी. It's not coming out correct. I'll just play it back and tell you went wrong with tenses also. Don't make
okay, ma'am.
difficult stories. Don't make difficult
Okay,
stories.
ma'am.
Okay? Don't
Okay, okay, ma'am.
speak simple things. That way, your
Hmm.
English will be focusing on the way you speak. Here, you are focusing on
Mm-hmm.
the content of your cue card. Okay? Don't focus
Yes.
on, yeah.
Okay.
Don't focus on that. Okay?
Hmm.
4 years back, we have planned a holiday
Four
in
years back.
India.
4 years
That
back.
was my
4 years
first holiday
back.
with my husband.
4 years back, we have planned. Have आ सकता है कि had आएगा.
Head आएगा मैम.
और
टेंसेस में काफी गलत हुए.
4 years back है तो had भी क्यों आएगा? Simple past क्यों नहीं आएगा? We planned a holiday.
All right.
Okay, when you don't specify the time, it is hard planned. Then you can use past perfect, but you are specifying the time. Okay, so it was wrong. We planned a holiday.
That time, it was just after the marriage, our second holiday. So I haven't prepared myself.
I hadn't prepared myself. Haven't, nahi, hadn't.
Yes, ma'am. Tenses काफी गलत लगे. Yes, ma'am.
But you know why you were focusing on the story? A nice story that you could make.
Yes, ma'am. Because I haven't thought about it, or I just picked up, and
So the
I didn't
lesson for
prepare
you
for.
is go through all the cue cards, make a story behind each. An easy
Yes, ma'am.
story where you don't have to think much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And plan
Definitely.
ये आया तो मेरे को ये बोलना है, ये आया तो मुझे ये बोलना है. बस इतना काम कर लो because 70-80 cue cards है. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That nice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make difficult stories behind them. Okay? And when they are going on a holiday, you can say that they were all अगर आपने वही story बनानी है तो you can say that because I was on a holiday, I wore my t-shirt and jeans and sports shoes because I wanted to enjoy and I didn't want to be stuck in traditional clothes and dupattas and sarees and things like that. So I wanted to make the most of my holiday, and my in-laws family was there who were very conservative, and they were looking at me with the, raised eyebrows, you can say. uh, that which I didn't like, and then it was okay. Then you can just say, but that story would be difficult to carry on. Okay?
नहीं मैम, मैं एवरी क्यू कार्ड एक बार गो थ्रू हो जाऊंगी, और जो ऐसे डिफिकल्ट है ना, उस पे
हाँ
कुछ ना कुछ खुद से कोई स्टोरी सोच लूंगी
हाँ,
अपने हिसाब
बिल्कुल
से.
बिल्कुल कोई स्टोरी सोच लेना. ठीक है?
जी मैम.
I remember that my husband planned everything because he wanted to give me a surprise. That time he planned a visit for Goa.
Visit to Goa. He planned a visit to Goa, not for Goa.
First time for me that I'm going for
That
I'm
I
going to
was going. First time that I am going, nahi, first time that I was going, okay, to
Goa.
Yes ma'am.
Initially, I was in a dilemma that whether I should wear traditional wear or Western because we were going with our other relatives and they are very close. So I was just confused. And the most unusual thing for me was that they were a little bit conservative, so I was just not fully enjoyed
नहीं
my
नहीं, ये सब
holiday
tenses
as
गलत
I
हो गए.
wanted to.
See?
हाँ मैम.
So I couldn't enjoy as much as I wanted. Okay? Was not enjoyed all. ठीक है? आप इसको चेंज ही कर लेना, ये मत बोलना वहां पे. ठीक है?
यस मैम.
That's
यस
it.
मैम. कोई और ही कोई
हाँ
आप हमारे बुक में से पढ़ के कोई
you can
अच्छी सी
take up a
स्टोरी
story
बनाऊंगी मैम.
about. Yes, yes. And as it is there, so many people wouldn't be speaking the same cue card from the book. Not two students get the same cue card. Not two students go to the same examiner. So don't worry even if you speak the same which is given there. Okay? Don't worry. Not everyone is taking the test on the same date. Not everyone is going to the same examiner.
Yes, of course ma'am, definitely.
Not everyone is getting the same cue card. Okay? So chances are very remote that the different students will speak the same. This happens like this January to April. In April it will start happening that the examiners will have heard these cue cards earlier. Okay, but now as of now, don't worry. Okay.
Yes ma'am, surely.
All right, then I conclude the class.
Thank you ma'am.
Group will be joining, sending you the link soon. Okay.
Okay, thank you ma'am.
Ma'am.